With over 100 features, the Notion Enhancer is one of the most powerful Notion add-ons that you can get to customize your Notion desktop app. And in this video series, I'm going to be walking you through every single one of these options so that you can decide which one is best suited for your needs. And trust me when I say this, but you'll be kicking yourself for not using the Notion Enhancer earlier because there are some absolute gems in here. And we're starting right now. So in order to use the tab section, all we have to do is simply click on the toggle here, as to have multiple Notion pages open in a single window. And there's a couple of features that we can customize within this section. The first one is if we have multiple tabs open within the Notion app, we can set up a couple of keyboard shortcuts that will help us navigate through those pages. So for instance, if we wanted to go from one tab to the other, we can select this particular function, so the Alt function, in combination with the numbers 1, 2, and 3, and so on and so forth. Or we can click on the drop down and then we can select any one of these combinations that we want to be able to use. The second feature is the new tab key binding. So you can simply click on Control and T and it will open up a new tab for you. And similarly, you can press Control W and it will close the last tab you were on. So now that we've toggled this on, let's go back and restart the Notion desktop app and see this particular feature in action. So as you can see, a couple of things have happened straight away. We've now got this Notion Enhancer icon on the top left-hand corner. We've also got this tab, which is now open. So our default screen has now opened up as the first tab, and we've got this plus sign. And if we clicked on that, it would open up a second tab within our Notion desktop app. And this particular tab is defaulting to the page that we set up for any new tab to open up into. And we can actually go ahead and keep on adding more and more tabs. So this again is a really powerful productivity feature of the Notion Enhancer, because a lot of the times you can use a navigation menu on the left hand side, but sometimes it's a little bit restricted because you kind of want to go into some of the sub pages and then being able to sort of click on those, and that takes a little bit longer. But if you have the tabs open for all of the key pages that you want to be working on at that moment in time, it's so much easier just to be able to navigate through those different pages if you just have it open in this sort of web browser type tab format, and you can simply just very quickly flick through these pages, right? So this is a completely different page, and then if I clicked on the other tab, let's open up the calendar view in this one, and again I can use some of my keyboard shortcuts. So for instance, I can click Alt and then 1, 2, 3, and I can navigate through all of the tabs very quickly just using my keyboard shortcut. Again, if I wanted to be able to add a new tab, and I simply go ahead and use the shortcut Control T. As you can see, it's opened up a new tab. If I wanted to close that tab, I could simply go ahead and do Control W. As you can see, it's closed that particular tab that I had selected at the moment in time. So let's open up our Notion Enhancer window again. So hopefully you can now see how this default page URL is working, because every time we're opening up a new tab, it is taking us straight to this page. So now I'm just going to remove this link, and then I'm going to open up the tab just to demonstrate what window opens up when we have a new tab when this default URL isn't selected. So let's delete this. Now let's go into the Notion and let's open up a new tab. So as you can see, when we don't have the default URL set to a particular page, every new tab that you open up will be the same page as the one that you were on previously. So again, it just depends on your personal preference as to what you actually prefer. Question of the day: which one of these Notion Enhancer features are you going to be using as part of your setup? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, then make sure you smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.